Okay.
Hello.
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 What's up?
Winding down after I don't know, it just feels like it's been a long day. It's been a long week. I don't know. It's been a long year.
It's Tuesday.
Oh, fuck.
My teachers, all of them. Well, I mean, I went to 2 classes today because of the symposium. But both of my teachers were like, it's been a long fucking week. I'm like, it's Tuesday, but yes. So we're all on the same page here.
Yeah. Sucks.
Yeah. I just want to graduate. I'm tired of school.
Yeah. I'd say I'd want to retire, but I don't think there is a retirement in my future.
You don't want to retire also. Can you imagine how bored you would be?
No.
You have a million things to do anyway, and you still always want to be occupied. So
Yeah, I know.
you would be insufferable if you retired.
No, I would just do other stuff.
Like what?
I don't know. I'd work.
That's what you already do. That's what you would retire from.
Yeah, I know.
Good talk.
Yeah. So what is this? This is Are You With Me Right Now, episode
008.
Nice.
Episode 8.
We made it.
We did it.
This is the last episode.
No, what?
Oh, it's not.
Wait, is that how you're saying you're breaking up with me?
No.
Bum, bum, bum. Are You With Me Right Now? Special episode, the breakup.
No. I thought this...
I'm kidding.
Okay. That's how rumors get started.
You're right. But no one's listening anyway.
That's true. Make it to the end of this episode to see if we break up or not.
We're not going to, so spoiler alert.
But you don't know unless you listen to the whole episode.
Oh my God. You're going to make me cry.
I'm just trying to provide incentive to listen to our podcast.
Oh, well, if you stay tuned, you'll hear about our fake breakup and also get to hear some like collar jingles and alcohol sloshes. Ooh, incentive. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks for contributing, honey.
Some Foley there.
What?
Foley? That's
what is that?
Sound effects.
Thanks, Foley, whoever you are. Oof.
All right. I think that's enough of the alcoholic jingles.
I guess. That should be like our band name, the Alcoholic Jingles.
Oh my God.
Okay, anyway.
So what's going on in relationship land?
I don't know. Not a whole lot lately. Today we had some chats, but I feel like there's not been a bunch going on lately.
Yeah, we've been sick.
Nice. Yeah, we barfed a lot. That was cool.
Yeah.
Joys of having young children.
Yeah. I missed my own child's birthday party because I was dying.
It sucked pretty hard, but sometimes it'd be like that.
I guess.
Did you tell her you were sorry?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think she noticed anyway.
She probably didn't. She turned 3.
Yeah.
It was just a play date. She didn't even like open presents at the party, so
yeah.
It was play date.
Yeah, I know. I just hate that I missed it, but it is what it is.
I hate it for you, but yeah, it is what it is. And you see her all the time and love on her like a dad, and you'll be at the next one.
Yeah. Unless I'm sick again.
I was gonna say, unless someone makes you puke some more.
Yay.
Yay. That was an experience I never wanted to have again. But here we are.
Yeah.
I hate throwing up. It's just the worst. Whatever. That's not what we're here to talk about.
Welcome to Children Land.
Seriously. I told you this earlier. I got coffee this morning at my favorite little coffee place, and I go there too often, so I know all the people that work there. And
kind of like me at every bar in town.
Exactly, but these people are so nice. They're so cute. And the girl who makes the breakfast, or who is usually behind the kitchen, was making me my breakfast bowl, and she's like, "Oh, how you doing?" I'm like, "Ah, good. I finally stopped being sick for like 2 weeks straight." And she's like, "Oh, yeah. I've got friends who work in elementary education or pediatric care, and they were sick for 2 solid years, and then they had like iron immune systems. So I'm really waiting for that day. There is hope for us."
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. You got the least bad of it, so as you said, we're just not drinking enough to compare to your immune system.
I guess so. Yeah, it didn't hit me nearly as hard as it's hit everyone else so far. So
You barfed once,
yeah,
and then you got to eat.
yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I got to experience my pizza twice.
Yay.
It was fun. Anyway.
So yeah, that was a thing. But yeah, you're right. We haven't really been very engaging lately.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Well, I don't think we just haven't really had time to because we've been sick. We did try to do like a whole date with my daughter or a day with my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it was ruined by a virus, a microbial life form.
Invader.
Yep.
A space invader, you might say. That's a reference to an older episode.
Go back and listen to old episodes.
Ah, gotcha.
Now back to your regularly scheduled podcast.
Yes. But that was really fun. We got to hang out at the museum. I know you were not okay, and I'm sorry you were really sick, but she and I ran around the museum a lot. She kept wanting to go on the elevator, which was really cute. And we dug up dinosaur bones, and she was a little scared at first, but she was brave, and we dug up dinosaur bones.
Oh.
Yeah. She want to go in because, like, to get to the dinosaurs, you have to go through a kind of jungly, like, tunnel, and it was dark. I was saying, "I'll hold your hand. Like, do you want to go or do you want to stay?" And she said, "Let's go." And I went through the jungle, and then we hung out with a T-Rex, and a little friend that we made gave us his paintbrush to unearth the dinosaur bones. And it was real fun while you were having isolation time in the bathroom.
Yeah.
I felt so bad for you.
It's fine. I mean, I definitely wasn't going to make you guys leave the museum. She was having a good time, and you were getting to spend time with her. And I was alive, so.
You were. You made it all the way until we got home before you barfed. I was very proud of you.
Yeah.
She had a lot of fun. It was nice. What?
I don't remember when I barfed. I thought it was like later even.
We're talking about this for entirely too long, but which is my fault mostly. But yes, we got home, we got in bed, and then you barfed like when I was falling asleep or like settling in. We were at home for like an hour before it happened.
Oh, okay. Okay, good.
I mean, I think so. I didn't look at the time, but it felt like a while. But with what we had, you could really feel it coming on for like at least 20 minutes before it happened.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like I was sitting on the bathroom floor forever before it finally happened each time. But it was really fun to spend one-on-one time with her because I have not yet had that. Well, now I have.
Mhm.
But we were just hanging out. Figuring out what like the potential stepmom space is.
Cool.
Because that's what a step parent is. Like you're somewhere between a friend and a parent. Like you are a parent, obviously, but like I'm not her mom. I will never be her mother.
Right.
And that's not what I'm trying to be. So, in my opinion, a stepmom, like you kind of carve out the space between a friend and a parent.
That makes sense.
So?
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Yeah.
Not to say I won't be like one of her parents, like doing the parenting things.
Right.
And taking on that role.
But you're right.
But yeah. But that's just delicate. Like I don't want to replace your ex-wife. Like I'm not her mom.
Of course.
So, and that's the line I've tried to ride with past boyfriends who've had kids too.
Cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, all right, I guess this is the kid episode.
I mean, I guess. I think there's other things to talk about too. But we can talk about her too. Well, actually, no, this is the kid episode. Because other things that we can talk about are kid related.
Yeah.
I forgot about the other things. I forgot the kid component in the other things.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. We were kind of joking about moving in earlier.
You were. Let's make that clear.
Oh, okay. I was joking about moving in earlier. And it was hilarious.
And I'm a robot who can't detect jokes, by the way.
Everyone laughed. And except for the robot in the room.
I wasn't sure.
And I was the only other person in the room. So,
No, the cat laughed.
oh yeah, true. So, I mean, yeah, I was just joking about, I don't know. And yeah, I don't know. I made the joke that, you can't sleep in my bed until we are married or something like that. I don't know.
Yes. And I was like, what?
Yeah, I was not being serious. It was obvious. And,
okay, I'm a robot. Thank you.
Okay. And, so yeah, no, so my actual feelings on that are, I mean, yeah, right now my daughter still sleeps in my bed.
Mhm.
Geez, sorry, I'm coughing a lot.
God, you're the worst.
I know. I apologize.
Thank you.
And, like, she's sleeping in her bed right now, but sometime in the next 4 hours, she's going to get up and get in my bed.
Yeah.
It just happens every night. And I'm not, I don't know. I don't know how appropriate that is for you to also be in bed and she comes to get in bed.
That's not what I meant.
Oh, I know. Well, I know.
I wasn't like trying to make that a thing.
Yes, I know. But that is the
Just
thing.
to put that out there.
Right. But that is the thing.
Yeah. No, I'm not being like butthurt about it. I
Well,
just
I realize
literally
that.
couldn't tell if you were making a joke.
I know I'm not, but I'm bringing up this discussion.
Okay, fair.
Yes. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know when is it appropriate for you to stay over when my kid's here?
As someone whose parents still to this day, well, my mother at least, would never even like tell me if they were dating someone. Like when you and I were going to go visit this Saturday before I knew that you couldn't come, like this coming Saturday, my mom was like, well, we need to figure out bed arrangements so that if you and the dude come, you can have separate beds. I'm like, okay, we're still playing this game with every boyfriend I've ever had. And she won't sleep in the same bed as her boyfriend if he comes to anything.
Oh.
And it's very strange. I don't understand. And like, I've brought it up and I tried to fight her on it or like stand my ground with the last one. Like, we were just going to go get a hotel or something because I want to snuggle. And that's just me.
Yeah. No,
like,
yeah,
I want to share a bed with you.
We would do that.
Right? Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
Like, I respect her rules and that's fine, but we're not in her house. We don't have to abide by her rules. So, and we're adults, so we can do adult things.
And it's not even my mom's house. It's my mom's house. But yeah, I tried to kind of stand my ground with recent ex. And she was like, it's disrespectful. Like, you don't stay in the same bed. I'm like, I disagree on that. And I told her, it's okay if you do that too. Like, we all know y'all fuck, but we're not going to have sex at my grandma's house. I just want to stay in the same bed with the person I'm like in a relationship with. And that's not that weird. But she got really offended by it. So my mom has problems. PSA.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, okay. Well, that's fine.
Yeah. So we're just going to get a hotel when you do meet them.
Yeah.
Because I'm tired of that.
Okay. Yeah.
But I did stand up to her on that. And I think that's important that I tell you last time.
Yeah. It is.
And recent ex never stayed over anyway. So, like, at my grandmother's house, that never ended up panning out.
Gotcha.
But we would have been in a hotel if so. Sorry, that was a tangent. Continue.
No, it's fine. That's good information. Thanks. Yeah, it's really strange. I don't know. Your parents are very, very weird.
They are very, very weird.
At some point, they got to learn how to stop being parents. I mean, not stop being parents, but they have to stop. You're not like
treating me like I'm 5.
Yes, treating you like a child. Thanks.
Yeah, because when I was younger, and because I was never really like emotionally nurtured, I never had any healthy relationships modeled. Like, my dad would date crazy ass ladies. Because my dad's in AA. My dad should be in a whole lot more than AA, but he's not. And he dated this fucking crackhead for like a year. At least it felt like it. She was really nice, but she was very mentally ill, definitely still using drugs. He was dating her for like a couple weeks and then we met her. And we met her kids and we did everything together and she was like absolutely insane. And his current girlfriend that he's been on and off with for like 2 years is so sexually inappropriate in front of us. I can't even. I hate them. And my dad's like, oh yeah, I know it's codependent. I should break it up. I'm like, this isn't my problem. So yes, you should. That's all I'm going to say about it. Stop talking to me about her.
Ugh.
And I have said that to him. I'm like, yeah, I know you're codependent. Like, this isn't news to anyone but you. And I've told you, if you don't want to be with her, then stop. I'm not going to talk to you anymore about it.
Strange.
Yes.
What
and
is codependent?
There is a definition for that. I don't know it off the top of my head, but it's kind of like my best friend and her husband. Like, you can't be happy with each other and you can't be happy without each other.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like your emotions completely depend on the other person and whether you can control their emotions or whatever.
Oh,
Kind of like that.
cool.
It's not cool at all, but
Right.
that's how my parents are. That's how my dad is. If I'm not doing if I'm not feeling the correct way about him or the situation, then he can't be happy and he has to beat me into submission to be happy about
Hmm.
it. He's incredibly codependent, and that's why like he's poured so much energy and time into my brother's future and whatever, like how I make him look. Like, he can't be happy unless my brother is clean, and which, I mean, relatable, it's a parent thing, but at some point your kid has to stand on their own 2 feet and make their own choices. And my dad took every single fall for Will. And my dad could not be happy if I were not doing the correct thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's a control-based thing. And a lot of ACAs are very controlling. Because we've had no control historically, so we're like, we want shit to be perfect, and we're going to freak out if it's not.
Yeah, I mean, you're not controlling it all, though. Like, at all.
That's really nice to hear, thank you. I don't know that I am controlling. Like, my brother is, I think, because he got more of that from my dad. I didn't really ever have any control, but I took that as like, fuck it, I can't control anything, whatever. I don't know. I think I took it more as like a learned helplessness. And then my brother kind of took it as like, cool, I get to control things. Because he was raised more by the narcissist, and I was very, very much hurt by the narcissist.
Sure.
If that makes any sense.
Yes.
And I was taught not to think that I could control anything. But yeah, when I was growing up, my mom would never ever tell us she was dating anyone. Like, my dad would throw it in our faces. Like, his current girlfriend calls him daddy in front of me. I'm like, yeah, I call you daddy, but I'm never going to do that around your kid in a sexual way, ever.
Yeah, no.
I call you daddy around your kid because that's what she calls you. I'm not just going to yell out your first name when she's calling you daddy. I found that kind of funny. But as she grows up and stops calling you that, if she calls you dad, I'm just going to start calling you by your first name.
Yeah.
If
Yeah, that
I
makes sense.
call you that around her, it's definitely not a sexual thing. Like,
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
that.
No, yeah, there's different connotations to it. I get it. I mean, it's still like, it's super cute
Cool.
when you do it, but like, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of the same thing as like me, like talking about my ex-wife to my daughter. I'll just refer to her as mom. It's kind of the same thing.
Exactly. Because we're
Yeah.
talking to your daughter, and that's how she knows us
Yes.
and knows you and your ex-wife.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, they're crazy inappropriate. But my mom, on the other hand, she would never identify who she was dating. She'd be like, oh yeah, this is my friend. And they'd be around for like a couple weeks. And then she would decide she wouldn't want to date them. So they'd just disappear. And she probably didn't identify them, so he wouldn't like get attached or anything like that. But she would date them for months and months and months, like up to a year before we ever met them or even knew she was dating anyone.
Is she dating someone?
Yeah, she's been with him for... I did not. She does currently have a boyfriend, though. And like, the guys that she would date, when we would finally meet them, like, they were assholes. She dated this guy for 4 years. That was honestly one of the meanest people that I know. He had so many anger issues, and he would just insult me all the time. Like, fuck off, bud. And then he would tell her, like, you're not controlling your children, because I wouldn't be nice to him, because I'm like, you are constantly putting me down. So I'm 16, so why would I like you for that? And he would be like, you need to control your daughter, like, whatever. I'm like, okay, bud. So it's just, when she did have relationships, she wouldn't acknowledge them, and she would pick the same sorts of people, and we wouldn't have a good relationship with them.
It's crazy.
But I think she ended up, yeah, and I think she kept them from us because, like, I wasn't really I never had a healthy relationship modeled from anyone. So like when someone did come in, like I felt abandoned because none of my parents gave a shit about me. So like, why is this other person coming in and co-opting the very small bit of attention that I do get? Like, fuck off. Because I was insecure and young. I wasn't even that young. I was just emotionally young. Like I wasn't taught how to grow up, and I wasn't given any sort of real nurturing by my parents. So it was like I resented them a lot for caring about this other random fucking person who was mean to me in a lot of cases, or like inappropriate to me, and that didn't matter to
So
them. I thought that was shitty. Okay.
that being said,
Yeah.
see, I've never been through any of that. My mom died, and then my dad remarried, and she's a wonderful woman.
She's so nice.
Yeah.
I love your parents.
So yeah, I mean, kind of where does this leave us then? I mean, my ex-wife's moving in with her fiance. They got engaged after being together for 1 year, and then they got pregnant, and then they decided to move in together. I don't remember if it was exactly that in that order, but it was close to it. I mean, because it all happened at the same time, pretty much.
Yeah.
For the record, they got engaged and then like immediately got impregnated. So there was an order to that event. I assume. That's the
I don't
order
know.
that
It
was
also
told
doesn't
to
really
me.
matter to me.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of does. If you get pregnant and then immediately turn around and, oh, well, we're getting married, then that's a red flag. You don't get married because you're pregnant.
Oh, you're not getting married for love. You just get married because you're pregnant. Yeah.
Right. And I don't think that's the case. I think my ex-wife is smarter than that. I don't know about the other guy. But yeah.
Okay. I trust you on that.
Yeah. So, I mean, they're moving in together, but I mean, they've been together for a year. We've been together for a couple of weeks now.
Stop it. Let's see. What day is it?
I don't know. It's been like 2.5 months. It's almost 3 months.
Mess. We're coming up on 3 months. 2 Mondays from now. LOL.
Yeah, which is
literally 2.5 months.
Even weirder.
You're correct.
Just like I don't know, it's so strange. The time that we spend together really gets like inflated in memory, I guess, because it's like, I mean, it always feels like we've spent lots and lots and lots of time together, which we do. I mean, we spend a lot of time together, like meaningful time together, having good conversation and, you know, doing stuff like this. Like, and we started playing games together and stuff like that. So it's not like we just kind of like hang out near each other and we don't really know each other. I feel like I know you fairly well. I mean, I feel like I know you really well, but I mean, obviously there's still like external circumstances surrounding you that we're still, you know, and I that we're still learning about. You and me, myself, you and myself that we're still learning about.
Yeah, and those just kind of come up as they come up. Like,
right, yeah, of course.
It's not possible to just find everything and just dump it.
Yeah. Here's a list of all the things you should know about me.
Nah.
I wrote it down, you know. I wrote it down 6 girlfriends ago. Here you
go. 6 girlfriends ago. Oh, goodness. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess I kind of know why that is. You know, we feel like we've been dating for like 1.5 years, really. But it's been 2.5 months because we're that quintessential high school couple that's like, this is it. I found my person. We're going to be together forever. But I think it's because we do a lot when we're together. Like, we do meaningful things. We write music. We do puzzles. We talk about a future. We hang out with your kid. We started a podcast. We are creative with each other. And we do mental health work together and in conjunction with each other. And I think we're very open about who we are. And we haven't wasted any time like digging into who we are and what we want. And there's not been a lot of like, yeah, it's nice to meet you. Let's get to know each other really slowly. We've kind of just jumped in and been really intentional about like sharing everything we have. So I
Yeah.
think that's why like we do really meaningful things together and we're not fucking around. Not to say that that's a bad thing to do if that's how you want to take it, but we're just not.
Yeah. And I mean, it's not, I don't know, it wasn't necessarily intentional. I mean,
I don't think the pace has been intentional, but I think we've been, at least I have, I think we've been very upfront with ourselves, like
yeah.
who we are with each other. That's what I mean by intentional. Like we've been very much set, like, I want a relationship with a meaningful future with a family. And I didn't originally want that, but LOL, I didn't want a family till I met you. But, you know, we both had a goal here. And we've been intentional about working towards a goal as opposed to just like, let's try it.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't know. We found a meaningful relationship here and we decided to really pursue it heavily.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's why.
That makes sense. So, wrapping all the way back around again to like, I mean, so yeah, when is it appropriate for that? I think we had landed on like my ex-wife is moving in with her fiance. Um, and I mean, as much as my daughter sleeps with me, I'm sure that she sleeps with my ex-wife. So
Yeah, and I think that begs the question of like, what have they done? Because ex-wife's fiance has, I'm sure he's stayed over before,
I
or
doubt
I'm
it.
not sure. Actually, I'm actually not sure, but that'd be an
Right.
important question to ask if we want to model it that way. Because you and I, in the wake of your joke, which was a joke, I just don't compute humor when it comes to like relationship milestones. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Um, I just don't. Um, we suggested that if I do stay over, I'll be in the spare bedroom, which makes a lot of sense. And I'm like, I'm not going to stay in the same bed as you and your kid. Like, that's just a hard no. But would that be really inappropriate for me to stay over? And the question also came up because I want to spend time with your daughter. And as it currently stands, I'm not going to see her until like this time next week. And I'm not about that. Oh, I'm going to see her like next weekend. And that is not what I'm about.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's almost 2 weeks away.
Yeah, fuck that. If I'm in her life, I'm in it. And like, I don't want to be in and out every couple weeks. You know, I want to spend time with her and spend time with y'all together. And currently, for the next week and a half, the only time we would mesh is when she stays over at your house. Like if I came and stayed in the spare bedroom. But is that super inappropriate? And I truly don't know the answer to that question.
Yeah, I don't really know either. But I mean, I don't know if it's a matter of appropriateness, as much as it is like, I mean, just a boundary.
Okay.
And it's not even necessarily a boundary that I've intentionally like drawn a line in some sand somewhere. You know what I mean? I think it's just
Mhm.
like I don't know, but it is still a form of a boundary for sure.
Like a
That
gut feeling? What do you mean?
no, it's just like I don't know. It's kind of like a boundary that's propped itself up there. I mean, I don't feel like I put it there intentionally. Like, well, here's the line where okay, now it's cool for you to come stay over. Like, I don't know where that line is, so it's kind of like this invisible, uh, amorphous boundary, I guess.
Just kind of a not yet, basically.
I mean, well, no, I'm not. I'm not giving an answer. I'm not saying that
Oh,
either. I'm trying to describe this
okay.
boundary that exists. That
Mm.
I'm trying to say that I didn't necessarily put there.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out where the boundary is. I guess
Yeah,
you are too.
right. I'm trying to tell you that I don't know either.
Okay.
But I mean, obviously, this is like a boundary. Like this boundary is personal to me, though,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
Like I decide when this boundary comes down.
Well, yeah, 'cause it's your daughter.
Yes, but I don't know where. I don't know the answer to that either, though, and that's kind of strange.
Yeah. Hmm.
So is there like I need to define this boundary so that it can be crossed. Because I don't know that the boundary can be crossed without defining it.
No, I would argue that it can't. And it can't be respected if it's not defined also.
Right.
And that's my side of it. Like, I need to be able to respect a boundary and know what's okay.
Right. Sure. I don't know if it's even that sort of boundary that can be, well, I mean, it has no definition, so it can't be disrespected either.
I guess. I just want to know what it is.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
same.
who I am. Hang on, I'm getting comfy. Jingle, jingle, jingle. I think the first question to be asked then is like, how do you feel about the idea of me staying over in a separate bed, but like in the very near future, like let's say tomorrow? What are the feelings that come up?
I don't know.
I'm not going to get butthurt by any of them. So just
right.
No.
Okay, so I think there is an amount of time that you need to spend with my daughter
Mm-hmm.
that defines this boundary. That like you and she need to have sort of a relationship before there's an overnight aspect to it.
That's such a good point. A+. That's not to be sarcastic.
Right.
No, I really like that.
But, I mean, then there's the other problem of like, how much time are you going to get to spend with her? I mean, without like driving 45 minutes here and then leaving a couple hours later.
And it depends on the night. Because if I had come up tonight, which was like originally on the table for like an hour, today's been a mess anyway. I would have only been there for like 2 hours maybe.
Right.
Because I had homework to do also. So that is the catch-22. But no, I had like a when you mentioned that, because the thing is like why I didn't feel comfortable with any of my parents' partners is like we had no relationship before they started like popping up into everything. Or when they were in my life, we didn't have any sort of good relationship. They were just my parents' significant other that was like shitty to me in some way or another. So no, I need to have a really good relationship like with her, but just between the two of us. That sounds really like duh, but that was really important. Thank you for pointing that out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really realize it either until we did this, so.
Okay. I like that a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, so, yeah, I mean, that boundary may just be down the road somewhere because of our situation.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, it'll kind of, I'm sure in hindsight, when we're there, it'll be like, wow, that seemed like a zillion years, but it hasn't been a zillion years at all. So,
No, and there's no rush on that. Kids are nothing to fuck around with.
yeah, I know. I think it is something that maybe together we're trying to rush a little. Not even
Probably.
just, I'm not saying you're pushing it, but because I'm kind of with you on it. I'm like, yeah. But yeah. So I think that's just a can that we just kick a little further for now.
That's fine with me. I only like broach the subject of like coming over at night because that's currently the only time we're going to overlap for the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
And like I want to be a constant in her life.
Yeah.
I want to have a relationship with her. But yeah, I can definitely get behind the idea that it's just early.
Yeah.
Ta-da.
So yeah, that sucks. Sorry.
It's okay. I'm not hurt.
Yeah, I know. But yeah.
I would be doing the same thing if I had a kid. Like I'm good.
Yeah, I know. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm glad we sat down and worked that out there. So
me too. We were both kind of harried today.
Yeah. Well, I don't I feel like I don't adjust well to plan changes.
Which is funny because you don't plan.
I mean, I do like, sure I do.
Kind of. We've had this discussion. You're very much in the moment, and I'm like, I know what I'm doing for the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, but I mean, I know what I'm doing for the next year.
True. I don't know, but you're more in the moment. And
I
you've said it
am.
about yourself. I'm not just like talking out of my ass here.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe I've loosened up because I used to like plan shit down to the minute. Like I used to be very schedule oriented. I think a lot of your things are kind of immovable now.
Yeah.
Like your schedule just is,
Yeah.
which sucks sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's forcing me to be a little more flexible, I guess, and figure out when I need to stand my ground on my plans.
Yeah.
Because like I have a Pathfinder game on Sunday, and yeah, I really want to fucking go to y'all's family lunch. Like I really want to be there, but I have Pathfinder once a month, and that's something that I care about too.
Yeah.
And it's important to me that I go and have that time with the friends that I don't get to see for 30 days.
That's true. I can respect that because I don't
So
see my
that's why
friends,
I'm
so I
like,
get it.
yeah. Well, you really only hang out with the one.
Yeah, I know. Well, and that's kind of what I mean. Is it like, I don't know. If my friends made an effort to do something like that, I'd surely like make a point to be there for sure.
Exactly. And honestly, I would encourage you to. So I definitely don't like not want to be at the lunch, but I really miss these friends, and I want to stop sucking at Pathfinder because I'm not going on Wednesdays anymore.
Yeah.
Like I do care about RPGs, or that's a fun thing for me.
Yeah. I do too. Eventually I'll get into them. There's some it's funny, on Bill Burr's podcast, somebody brought up some really cool um tabletop games.
Cool.
Yeah, and Settlers of I think it's Settlers of
Catan?
Catan.
That game is so fun.
Yeah, I've seen it for a long time. It's been like, yeah, one of the top board games for forever.
I've only played it a couple times, but fuck, it's really fun.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. So, I mean, yeah, eventually I'd like to kind of get into something like that. I mean,
Yeah.
my dad's family's always into. So yeah, we were always like a board game family, and I'm definitely gonna get my kid into like RPG kind of stuff, board games and all that
Yes.
stuff. But
Can I help? Oh my gosh.
yeah, it's just gonna be, you know,
Fun.
we've got Candyland. We play Candyland now, so
I know, I was helping her count.
Yep.
Last time we played.
yeah. So that's, you know, that's the thing. It's just a matter of her reading comprehension at this point.
Yeah, pretty much.
Before I start introducing her to a little more serious games.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm really excited for that.
Yeah.
Nerd kids.
Yeah, I mean, the farther along we get, I mean, eventually we'll do some really deep, like, pen and paper stuff for sure. But
Nice.
I mean, I have absolutely no chance of playing something like that for the foreseeable future.
Yeah. But I'm really new to it still. And like it's important to me that I keep engaging in it.
Mhm.
Even if it's limited, like once a month. Like I want to go. This is a home-based campaign. And I want to do that. So I'm gonna go.
No, they're incredible. My friends and I did it for at least a year. There was a fairly solid cast of like 4 of us with 2 or 3 extras that would kind of rotate around sometimes.
Gotcha. We've got a solid group of, I want to say like 8, maybe 10. We're a fairly large group because
Yeah,
the
that's
Pathfinder
huge.
Society around here is really big. So we've got 2, like for this campaign, essentially, we're doing it in 2 parts. Like there are 2 groups that are doing it.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
I think 16 were interested. So we've got 2 groups based on like who could meet when and whatever.
Gotcha.
So, I'm in a group of like 8 or 10. But there's like a 3 that sometimes come and sometimes don't, or aren't always there all the time. But we've got a core, like including them, we've got around 8.
Cool.
But it's really fun. So, and it's important to me that I do that. So, and it just happened to be a Sunday this time instead of a Saturday.
Oh, I
That's why.
gotcha.
It's usually a Saturday.
Okay. I was wondering. I hadn't wondered that, but yeah.
You know, this scheduling couldn't work because I'm out of town this coming Saturday, and it was supposed to be this Saturday.
Right. Yeah.
So we just switched the day.
The only reason I hadn't wondered is because I haven't been to a family lunch in I've only been to one. I went to the first one, and that was it.
And now we're going to go, well, you and I will both be at the one on April 14th.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. So
yeah, like 3 weeks from now.
Yep. That's how it goes. We'll be dating a whole almost 4 months at that point. LOL.
Whew.
Yeah.
No, 3.
Almost 4. Wait. Oh, fuck. You're right.
Yeah. Well, just over 3, right? Yeah, just over 3.
Yep, you're right. No. Yep. Jesus.
That's the guy you started dating before me.
Huh?
You're thinking about the guy you started dating before me.
Stop. Yeah, boyfriend number 1, your boyfriend number 2, just so you know.
I see that.
Don't get too high on your horse over there, boyfriend number 2. Them's his jokes. Now's the deciding moment. Do we break up or not? The time has come. The only other thing I could think about is collar discussion for podcast.
Okay.
Do we want to wrap up this topic and move to that, or do you want to be done?
It's late. Let's be done.
Okay.
I'd like to talk about it, but it's late and I'm tired.
Are you tired? Is it late?
Yep.
Are you sure?
Okay, bye.
No.
We're breaking up. Click.
Stop! Anyway, that's about all.
That's about all. Peace out.
Peace out.